Hello, Resurrection. Happy Easter. It's April the 20th. It is the first week of Easter. You remember that Easter is 50 days long, so we have a lot of feasting to do at the Resurrection, and we have every reason to feast. I, I just, blown away, just doesn't even begin to touch it. Tickled pink. I don't know what to say about Sunday. I was so glad to see everyone back to church. And this seems to be a trend among a lot of churches. Now, I think a lot of churches kind of got themselves behind the eight ball. They stayed away from church too long during the pandemic, but we got back to it kind of early. And there were people who applauded that, and there were people who were a little nervous about that. But at this point, I'm not regretting that one bit because the trend seems to be the folks that got back to it the quickest are the ones who are who are getting things back on track the quickest. And on track would be another understatement. Last Sunday was just fantastic. The music was wonderful. The crowd was just delightful. Boy, our singers and our organist and our trumpet, they worked hard. The Vandy singers have had two huge concerts during Holy Week and leading up into Easter, on top of the work that they do for us, and they've worked themselves silly. I don't know how they had voices left. Hildegard was here every day working. Alan Cox just pulls out that trumpet and magic happens. And the acolytes were just on top of it and there with bells on. Janice and Pat and Elizabeth worked themselves silly to get all of the bulletins done and all the services ready. The Flower Guild, the Altar Guild, everything was hitting on all cylinders, and I'm feeling so good about the Church of the Resurrection right now, and I'm feeling so good about where we are, where we're headed. I was worried about how long it would take us to recover, but if you look at Easter service attendance alone, I told you on Sunday that we're at a 15-year high now. So if we keep making the progress that we have made in the last let's say 4 years, we've got nothing to worry about at Resurrection. Now, I say that like we ever had anything to worry about. But on Sunday we commemorated the day when Jesus rose from the tomb, when he conquered death and he conquered hell, and he conquered all of the forces of evil, and we have never had anything to worry about. Jesus is the one who said that. He said, "Fear not, for I have already conquered the world." And Church of the Resurrection is just killing it right now. And I don't know why any of us would ever doubt that, because the Lord Jesus Christ fights on our side. And this is the season where we celebrate his resurrection, and we remind ourselves that he has already won the fight. He has already won the battle for us. The battle is over. The battle is won, and the strife is over, as the hymn says. I love you so much. I'm looking forward to the rest of Easter with you. I don't have a single other thing to say, except tonight we will continue on with youth group and with children's ministries and with dinner and Bible study. Tomorrow, Women of the Covenant, we'll get back to it, and we'll finish this program year strong. I love you, and I'll see you again this very Sunday.